Good, Anakin, good. Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zach.
We're back with the Acolyte, the finale, season 1, episode 8. A show that I was very excited for, and then I wasn't excited for it at all because of all the vitriol I heard from the internet, including a lot of people I respect politically. But no, we both really like the show. It's not perfect, and I still feel the way I feel about the Chosen One thing. But we got one episode. Some things I hope I'm not. I'm going to speak for both of us. I hope I'm not wrong. We kind of want to see a cool Sith Lord on the top.
Yeah, we established that in our post talk. I think in the last episode.
In the last 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah, so that. I don't think Kamir is the guy.
Yeah, I don't think he's a guy.
He's not the guy. It's like,
but just, I don't think he's a guy. I actually like him, and not because he's just Filipino. I like him, but I like him more if he has like a master or if he's just a Sith pretender.
It sounds like he's a little butthurt about getting booted from the apprenticeship program.
Yeah, I think, or maybe, I don't know, maybe he saw something he wasn't supposed to see, or maybe he's lying, or...
It's hard to tell. Well, yeah. We don't know yet. If this is pursuing, in terms of story, the Sith and the Sith ascendancy in that line, I feel like he's definitely not the fucking guy. Yeah. But I feel like if you're raising these kind of questions and maybe hinting at those stakes, you better deliver in a good way.
I think, my daughter, she's watched the first 3 episodes with me and my son, and she really loves it, but she doesn't ask the same kind of questions that we're asking, obviously. We're longtime fans.
Yeah.
This is 100 years before the Phantom Menace, so Tenebrous and Plagueis will both be alive. I think it's been confirmed that the island that they're on, that Kamir is on, is the island from the Tartakovsky Clone Wars microseries, and it's been in other canon things that it's a Cortosis, like
rich planet.
Rich planet, yeah. Anyways, this is the finale. I hope it's good. If you guys want to support us, leave a comment down below. I was going to do a Q&A, but I figured we get so many people who just like want to crap on the show, so I just figured we wouldn't do one for this.
We can have smart ass answers. We can handle that.
I'm not.
Bruce Campbell does it all the time in his interviews.
I don't got that chin. It wouldn't work for me. You can also check out the full-length uncut reaction. And if it's a good episode, you definitely want to check that out on our Patreon. All right, guys, we'll see you here after the post talk. See Plagueis walk out of some shit.
Miss May. She had her hand outstretched. She was killing soul. She had a saber in her hand, but she didn't use it.
She can kill with no weapon.
It's not as good as when Yoda told us about the future.
I can still stop her.
With what ship? I'm taking mine.
I'm going where exactly? I've seen where they are.
So we go together.
Where are we?
Brando.
It's like fucking when I'm talking about him. Lol.
There is a vengeance on this planet. I can prove it.
Prove it. Prove what? That murdering our mother was justified? If it was an accident, then why didn't you tell Osha? Why did you blame it on me?
You started that fire.
Everyone in there died because of the 4 of you!
It was right for us. My biggest regret is that I wasn't able to save you both. You're
We just had a bad heart, and that's how she killed him.
That happens. Use force speed. Basil! He's gonna do something significant, Zach. I'm telling you.
See you in hell, Jedi.
I'll see you in hell.
I was just thinking about hyperdrive.
He had a... Whoa, that looks cool. We haven't had a lot of
space
stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool. One time we're actually going into like a...
In an asteroid field.
Yeah. Feels gritty, I like it.
I do. Toggle switches and shit in there.
What are you doing, Basil?
You're right. He did do something, Shane.
Well,
he fucked it up.
That was so cool.
It's good. Yeah.
I don't know in space.
Very unique.
Yeah.
Senator Raincourt's here to see you. Where is he?
I hate that guy.
Me too.
Senator.
Apologies for my intrusion.
Not at all. This must be urgent to wait for me here.
I've heard some disturbing things.
What have you heard?
That you are running a murder investigation without reporting it to the Senate.
I'm keeping this internal for the moment.
There are multiple victims. Is the suspect a Jedi?
Very close. Thank you for your concern.
I think the Jedi are a massive system of unchecked power. A delusional cult that claims to control the uncontrollable.
We don't control the Force.
Not the Force. Your emotions. You project an image of goodness. But it's only a matter of time before one of you snaps. And when, not if that happens, who will be strong enough to stop him?
That's certainly an opinion, and not one shared by the rest of the Senate.
When you're looking up to heroes, you don't have to face what's right in front of you.
Is that all, Senator?
I mean, there are definitely senators who would think that, I think, but...
She's
I have
flexing.
reported your lack of transparency to Chancellor Drellick. He may invite you to a Senate tribunal for an update. I hope for your sake you have this suspect in custody.
Drellick?
by then.
Yep.
He's kind of a prick.
I'm here to be an asshole, and I love it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, he's kind of right. It's 100 years from now what he thinks happens, but...
Yeah.
OSHA, we should be trained. Would you ever consider?
No.
A little bit, right there.
Would you ever consider?
Told you. I'm not my sister.
Tina Brisser Plague, man. And... Oh my god!
Plagueis.
That is
Cool.
great.
Weird that he's like creeping around the corner when they're leaving, though.
I think he just
It
walked.
looks really good, but don't get me wrong. But what does he have to creep?
He's just watching Kamira.
That's not what I meant. They were flying away in a ship.
He's wants to make sure.
Like the seagulls are going to see him.
I can't believe they showed him. I was always, just afraid that. Oh, man.
Looked good though.
Yeah, he looked good, and he kind of looked like, how he looked on the book cover a little bit.
We found Master Soul. He's turned his transponder beacon back on.
Where is he?
Brandok.
They're already there.
I feel like he's going to have to die.
Yeah. I mean, the secret has to die with him.
Yeah. He said when he was learning his English line I think the rest of the cast was very supportive in helping him learn the lines and everything.
That's cool.
He was.
I've heard some of Jackie Chan when he's, he messed up frequently, so it takes a lot of patience. It requires patience for him to work with people,
Yeah.
and his English requires patience for people.
A trade-off.
Unless you want to climb.
Are you sure?
Now, you gotta see a good lightsaber fight.
Thank you for leading me to her.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's. I think
And
it's
that
good.
kick was a little sloppy because it came in between the lightsabers. Not between them, but like around them.
That's how I felt about when Maul kicked Qui-Gon.
Yeah, you can see it.
It looked like, yeah.
That was cool. Yeah, that was not.
Oh, that looked good.
The fucking bicycle kick. Liu Kang.
Liu Kang, yeah. Gotta.
Fucking Goku and Frieza. Nice.
Yeah. Just got to Goku turning a Super Saiyan.
Great.
And Yeah, they were freaking out. Such a good moment.
That's like arguably the most powerful moment in the show.
Yeah.
Everything that happened here. All because you didn't want me to become a Jedi. He blamed me. Soul never blamed you. He tried to teach me to accept that someone that I love could be capable of this level of destruction. And I failed. I could never learn to calm my negative emotions. So I never became a Jedi. And I guess in the end you got what you wanted. Soul killed our mother.
Liar! Liar!
How could he teach you to control your negative emotions? He's the reason you have them.
Look good. Kung Fu is solid.
Oh yeah.
And
and I definitely visually representing the fact that they're the same person.
Yeah.
Now you pay for what you've done.
Maybe in
They're not here for me.
Oh, the Jedi.
yeah. Turn off. Good, Anakin.
I want him to confess what he did.
They're both like, what?
I want him to face the High Council. I want him to pay for his crimes.
I did the right thing.
Well, it was all kind of an accident.
You're not twins. You and the ocean are the same person. I don't know how your mother did it. I believe she used the Force to create you and the ocean. Do you have any idea?
I'll go back and tell Plagueis. There's been a few, though. I'm glad they said that.
Killed our mother.
That was a fuck up.
Yes.
I mean, it was a fuck up. Now, I definitely think people go to prison for fuck ups all the time.
Is that true?
Yeah, that sucks.
I was protecting you. It was the right thing to do.
Well, that's not what you say.
It's not, and it's not even what happened.
Why didn't you tell me?
They would have sent you away. They never would have let you become a Jedi. I wanted to tell you so many times, but I couldn't.
Stop talking.
I kept this from you, so you could have the
You
light
kill him,
you'd
Shane.
always straight up. I did everything because I love.
Fucking subtitles, man.
Yeah. Who's doing it?
Are you sure?
Oh, you're right.
Stop talking.
Here's it. Well, we got a bit of problems.
Yeah. Tryouts.
Yeah. Oh shit, is you kill her sister? Would that be the test?
Maybe.
Oh fuck, they brought that kid. He's gonna screw something.
Mog.
You.
Oh,
Shit. That was her apprentice. She did whip him. I wonder what people think about that. Because there's people who love her character. You're taking a beloved character that originated from the books.
Yeah, you're deconstructing them.
Father, you're right. What are they for? What?
I hate you, Mog.
Come with me. I know a way out.
It'd be nuts if the Jedi just came here and killed them both. I would not like that.
On the way out. Still operational?
should not have brought him here.
They made them seem a lot more cultish because they're all dressed the same.
Yeah.
There's nothing unique about each individual Jedi. Not a big fan of that helmet. Makes it look like it has a grin.
I kind of like the grin.
I mean, it looks good. I'm just thinking like, in terms of... I guess he's just trying to offset his opponents. Strike fear into them. It makes sense.
Yeah. I think they got to fight, hopefully.
Mog. Hate that guy.
If I can find you, so can the Jedi.
And Basil, of course. Killer.
What do you want, Ocean?
What the fuck is he planning on doing?
Like he's telling them whatever he needs to tell them for him to get his end goal.
And I will train with you. Are you sure? The Jedi will use me to find you.
I can attempt to wipe her memory
Like Revan.
permanently.
Do it. I can't lose you.
Just cuts right off. What do you want me to do with that?
I think a lot of Sith start the path doing something that they, using something like this.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Yeah. Like, think about
Except for unless you're Palpatine.
Yeah. He was always on that road.
Or Maul.
Yeah. He's forced. I will find you. That's good stuff. That's sad.
I've above since the stars. And you give. You give.
Guys better haul nuggies. They're gonna fucking find you.
You're like waiting to say it for this. Go on, Basil, throw him off.
Don't move. Lay down any weapons that you have and surrender.
Hate Mog.
You're under arrest.
What do you remember?
Fire. It destroyed my home.
Your last memory is from when you were 8 years old.
That sucks. I can't find her.
That man.
Who killed your mother? He was my friend. He was a kind, brilliant,
Compassionate man. 16 years ago, 4 Jedi were stationed on the planet Brendok.
Oh, Senate hearing.
Conflict ensued. There were many casualties. When the truth threatened to come out, a rogue Jedi named Soul killed his accomplices.
Damn.
sorry, my friend.
An external review of the Jedi must begin immediately.
I can assure you.
And where is Master Soul now?
He was found dead on Brendok. I believe he ended his own life. He justified
The ring was
every
gone.
selfish step with the love he had for your sister.
My sister?
The Jedi have failed you, but I need your help.
With what?
I need you to help me find someone, a pupil of mine, before he turned to evil.
Come here.
He was always kind of wearing white when he was in his getup before this.
Want to make out?
What's it called? Those two westerns, the guy and a girl, they go around robbing people when they get killed.
Oh, Bonnie and Clyde?
Yeah.
Sorry to disturb you, Master.
We're gonna
We
get.
need to talk.
Oh.
They gave him more of the puppet look.
They did good. It was messy, but I liked it. They didn't.
It was messy.
Yeah. But I liked it, and they gave me a good fight. They went left when they should have. They went right when they should have. They dodged everything to make sure they kind of kept canon.
Yeah, and overall, even though I critiqued it in the full-length reaction, and whether or not that survives into the YouTube edit,
Yeah.
the fight, the issues I have with the fight are really no different than issues we had with fights prior to this. And this,
Yeah, you're talking about. You can just go ahead and say it. There's a part where there was a kick that could have looked like if the guy moved the saber.
It literally kicks around the lightsaber. I need to watch it again.
Yeah.
Probably we can go back and watch it, I guess. But
Yeah, we could. We brought up a fight where Darth Maul in Episode 1, when he falls on a platform, Qui-Gon jumps right beside him. Instead of Maul just doing this, he just kicks him.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a keen eye.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Most people were like, "That looks cool. Shut the fuck up." And fine.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to just critique choreography, I'm going to say that if Saul just has lightsaber a little bit lower.
Well, it's like you kicked at someone like from if we were on the other side of the camera, we would have saw like if you were holding your lightsaber right here.
Yeah.
I would have kicked you kind of here.
Yeah, it kicked his arms.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. Like he had his lightsaber up and he kicked him in the forearm.
Yeah, so
but if to me though, you're throwing a kick at someone when the lightsaber is facing that direction.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean it was done quickly. Like when you're going to have a kind of choreography.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying it didn't look good.
Yeah.
I'm saying that if you're choreographing a fight, it should never look like there was a move performed that was just like done. Like somebody's waiting on somebody. You know what I mean? Like Darth Maul kicking through around the saber.
Yeah.
And like shit like that should not be visible. Like it should be at least cut out.
No, yeah, or rethought during the choreography process.
Yeah, that's all where I'm at with it.
Yeah. I mean, that being said, I think it's this and the fight that we had. I think it was episode 4 or 5. Some of the best I've seen is sequel trilogy era, and they're on par with some of the best fights. Mm-hmm. Another thing, the stuff with the sisters and relationship, I think it sells for the most part pretty well. I felt sad for them. I think if I was my daughter's age, I'd probably cry because I think it's kind of meant for her.
I think it worked really well.
But I thought it worked well, and I felt real bad for them.
Well, the actress did a very good job.
Yeah,
These aren't really twins, right? This is actually, or are they?
No, I think it's just one chick.
I think that the relationship that they portrayed here looks very well done.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little snappy, like you said, it's a little messy, but
yeah, because of the. Well,
yeah. All of a sudden, like we found you, you just do what you want to do and wipe my memory. Like really, that's it.
Yeah. Well, maybe she didn't think it would be a permanent thing, and it wasn't until Camille said that. Permanently, and they both had this look on their face.
Yeah, at the same time though, she submitted to it.
Yeah, no, she submitted to it. I don't know if I'd be so willing. I'd be like, oh shit, I'll just go. I'll make it work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll fucking lie, I'll cheat, I'll steal, I'll swindle. Like I don't care.
Don't want my memory.
I understand the message. Like I'm not gonna get in your way anymore. You want to be a Jedi, and I got in your way. Now you want to be this.
Yeah.
I'm not getting in your way. But I feel like it was a little too quick.
It was quick, but I do like the final result to where the tragedy of they finally found each other again, and now they're not going to have that relationship, and one's not even going to remember her. The one that actually kind of got screwed over the most, I think, kind of.
So who do you think, let's start here. What do you think about Plagueis?
I love that he was here, and I think it makes me feel so much better about the Camille character knowing, okay, he's not just the Sith master here. Like in fact,
we wanted, we got.
Yeah, I got exactly what I wanted. In fact, it's kind of sad to say both of these two eventually don't make the cut at some point.
No, they don't. That's what I was thinking too during the reaction. It's just that Palpatine's going to be the guy. Yeah, I think it's really dumb that he was just hanging out in the shadows, literally, and not, metaphorically. But him just like creeping out, looking at him go. Like, is he just okay? For instance, it's possible, but is he so powerful that he has just masked his presence completely from Camille? Does Camille know he's there?
I interpret it as he's the guy on top pulling the strings, and my bigger question was: is Plagueis trying to get an apprentice to make sure so he can overthrow Tenebris?
Yeah.
Or maybe that process already happened, and now he is just training Camille, making Camille do everything he needs to do to pass his test and everything else. Which one of those things was to manipulate a person, and then a group of people, and then a city, and then they jumped a planet, and then they jump from planet to star system, and then from star system to a galaxy. Yeah, I'm just.
My thing is just that literally Plagueis is just on that rock, so he would. I feel there's no way that Camille could just not know he's there.
Yeah, I took it as he knew he was there.
Yeah. Bigger question: the Jedi cover-up, pinning it on Saul.
Yeah, so
pulling a Batman.
Leslie Headland, I think that's her name. She did say she wanted to make us. She specifically wanted to say she's not trying to tell a larger. She's not trying to make this huge critique of the Jedi at whole. She was trying to make a critique of the Jedi then at that point in time, and it was just a small group of Jedi. Mm-hmm. It took just a small bit of corruption that could kind of ruin for everybody. Kind of like how Anakin's one small bit that kind of ruins it for the galaxy. Yeah. In that respect, you look at it that way, that's fine. But I think, what exactly does she tell Yoda Like, did she tell Yoda the full story?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because
if they're corrupting Yoda's character, I feel like that's a bit too much.
So I mean, I think it sets itself up for a sequel series.
Maybe she's gonna go tell him about her apprentice.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Like, you know, and like the Jedi in the books have confronted dark side users. They just don't call them the Sith.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, like they know that there are Jedi out there that have gone rogue to kill people, or they're people who have found dead lightsabers and they use them and they're, you know, and they use them and they pretend to be Sith or Jedi.
Yeah.
That happen in the books all the time, but the Sith as an institution, I don't think Yoda can know that.
No, he can't. Maybe she's gonna try to get him to help her recover her mind.
Maybe it's that. So
there are options.
Yeah, it's just they didn't give us any.
But they
clear
definitely
answers.
leaned on the fact that she was covering for the circumstances.
Yeah.
And covering up the matter.
Yeah.
Pinning it all on Soul.
Yeah.
Not bringing up the fact that her former apprentice is still alive, or what led to him being the way he is and what she did.
Yeah.
And not leading to the fact that, you know, not bringing up the fact that OSHA.
One thing I'll say about George is, like, Yoda is the wise old Jedi Master. But he said one thing he wanted to establish in the prequels is when you look at Yoda dying on Episode 5, is this was an imperfect man when you look at what he did with Tyrannus. Mm-hmm. Like, he trained Tyrannus, and Tyrannus fell more than any Sith has had in recent history. Any Jedi had. He turned to a full-blown Sith. Mm-hmm. That line from Yoda produced, you know, Qui-Gon was great. And I think Obi-Wan was great. Mm-hmm. But Qui-Gon diverged in his thinking, and I think for the most part I liked him. But it also produced Anakin and everything else. So, you know, now I don't think it means that Yoda should lie.
It's pretty fucking quick in what happened with Anakin, between Anakin and Qui-Gon anyway.
Yeah.
Because the circumstances happened really fucking fast.
Yeah, I think Anakin, a lot of the circumstances and bad luck, and obviously things that he couldn't control.
Fate.
I think the Yoda is a slight problem for me, not enough to ruin the show, but I would like some answers on that. Also, we got the first on-screen representation of the Kyber crystal bleeding. I know you didn't like it before. How'd you feel about it here?
I don't know, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not my...
That's fine.
I don't really care
I need to
for the
prefer
idea.
it, but did you like the visual at least and the idea why it happened?
I like the idea of why it happened in the moment. Yeah, but I just feel as though it's very emotionally charged, which I guess is the idea.
Yeah.
But I just feel though like the representation of that, like to put that into a story, like the element that's being put into the story and into this lore from the writer, it's like, whoa, just his feelings got into the crystal, and it's like, I don't care.
Well, I'd wonder how.
Anakin used a fucking blue lightsaber for how long when he was all pissy and running around and killing people and killing kids and everything like that, and that motherfucker didn't turn red.
Yeah, that is actually a legitimate point.
So it's like he's just running around like slaughtering people, and it's still blue. It was still blue until he got fucking cookie crisp on the fucking lava.
You know what? That's a good point. Now, if I'm judging it just by the show, I liked when I saw it.
I like the delivery, but I think it's inconsistent.
I don't get Soul saying it's okay. Like, he probably doesn't want her to turn bad.
Well, he cares about her.
He cared about her, and he like.
The thing is, he finally just eventually realized where this was going.
He accepted he accepted his fate, but I think you're not. I just don't think that's what you want to do.
Was to say, fuck you.
Yeah, I just.
Kiss my ass!
I don't know if it's like if he's consoling her or relieving her of any kind of guilt.
I would say so, because they're making it a very gray matter.
Yeah.
And I understand where a lot of the people are up in arms. Is now saying, "Well, Jedi bad."
Yeah.
If they take it all the way, if they take it all the way to Yoda, and he backs them, and the cover up, then there's a fucking problem.
Yeah, I agree that I would have.
Like, that would make me just be disgusted with Star Wars in general. Because that is legitimately canon, then...
Yeah, if Yoda just covered up the whole thing. Now, I'm trying to think, if I consider all the details, did Venestra ever hear the word Sith?
Well, it's not the point. The point is what happened with Saul.
Well, yeah, but Venestra could lie to Yoda about Soul.
Yeah.
She could just tell him the lie that she told...
Don't you think he would sense it, though?
I don't know about from another Jedi. Yeah, I mean...
Because he's not stopping and thinking about it? And concentrating on them? Like,
in canon, he's not even head of the High Council yet.
Okay.
Like, even in the old canon, it didn't happen until like 50 years before The Phantom Menace. Which is me. I feel like it should have happened 300 years before.
I think so, as old as he is.
Yeah, you would think, but just I don't know.
Venestra is obviously a dirty hoe.
Dirty hoe.
Because she's whipping her.
If she is
old apprentice.
But I think it's implied.
Well, she's like you.
Yeah.
It sounded kind of dirty. It didn't, not dirty in the sexual way, but dirty in the.
No, yeah, I agree. I don't know who she is in the books, but I think it's implied that she whipped. Because I mean, why would they give her a whip? I mean, no, they gave her a whip weapon because she's had a whip weapon.
Yeah, and it showed him have lash marks on his back.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's implied optically to the story that 7 out of 10 she whooped his ass. Yeah. The big thing is what would make me upset is if they painted him to be this. If they painted Yoda in episode 1 to be hiding this huge lie, which I don't think would be good. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good episode and good series.
Yeah, I did too.
And even better, good lightsaber fights.
I didn't think it was definitely. I'm not saying that because people take that shit and run with it. It's definitely not my favorite, but it was good. No,
yeah, it's not my favorite, but it just I don't rank things normally, but I really liked it, and I'm excited to watch the rest with my daughter. I think the OSHA May stuff will speak to her quite a bit more than it would people our age.
Yeah.
But that being said, like you said, I think the actors were good. I like Kamir, but now I really like him knowing that he's not the man on top. Plagueis is there, and poor Kamir doesn't make it. Kamir and OSHA, they don't
make the cut.
They don't make the cut. No, I know we as reviewers, I think we talked about our problems more with the show, but I think we really liked it. So,
yeah.
and I would actually like a second season. Because of the theme. The themes I think are pretty good. For the most part, as long I don't want just further deconstruction of more Jedi in season 2, but
it's not what I need. I think they teased the fact that there's Sith here now. I want to see if you're really going to go into this. I think we need to see more of the Sith on screen because normally, we see the Jedi, and what they're all about, and a little bit of the Sith. You don't want to see what makes them tick, and I think that's what we need if they're going to do that. Like I don't want like a shit ton of, like I said, Plagueis having fun throwing a frisbee. You know what I mean?
No.
I want.
It needs to be done in a way because we have to. I think ultimately OSHA and May are a huge part of the story. And I think the saddest line of this whole damn thing, I will find you as her memory is fucking fading away. Mm-hmm. That really got to me. I thought that was sad. I was thinking of just kind of my kids talking to each other. And yeah, poor soul. Poor soul. Yeah.
I didn't say it like outright. They didn't have the power to make one person.
Yeah. So they
split into two.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Yeah.
It was good that they rectified it. Like, okay, it was almost there.
Yeah, it's not like it was so good we made 2 chosen ones. No, they couldn't even make one.
And which plants it in Plagueis' lap.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay, this is possible.
Yeah.
This coven did.
And they also mentioned, like we mentioned before, that it has been done throughout the history of Star Wars.
Well, this is another avenue that can be explored upon in actual, this media. But now that Plagueis is seeing another person that was made this way.
Yeah.
So it's kind of either corroborating with his own studies in alchemy, or it's giving him the idea.
Yeah.
Okay, it is possible.
I mean, the way in the Plagueis book, like, they did something, they're a little vague. Everything's just dying around them. The Force starts screaming out. And then the rest of the story happens. Doesn't really address it. And then 10 years later, Palpatine has heard about a woman that has conceived 10 years prior. There was a virgin birth. And he is certain that is because of what they did. This is all happening during episode 1. Like, the end of the Plagueis book goes into episode 1, and Palpatine actually, like, the whole thing where he wins the election and stuff like that. They're, like, celebrating at Palpatine's flat, and then fucking literally they're drinking or something, and then Plagueis starts to pass out, and Palpatine says he's going to leave. He hears this whisper in the Force now. He just fucking Force shocks him to death when he's sleeping. One thing that is cool, and one thing I've always hated in all the books, and every time they've talked about it, even a little bit in the prequels, the power struggle between the Senate and the Jedi.
Yeah.
I think that would be a real thing.
Yeah, it would be.
If I was a Jedi, I'd be so annoyed.
But if you think about the Senate...
Yeah, just these crazy-ass superheroes that can do this stuff.
They can just do crazy shit all the time.
They could be mind-controlling us now.
Yeah.
So it actually is, I think, there's a lot of good story stuff to mine there.
Yeah,
and I believe that if I was, I didn't like that fucking senator guy, but,
Well, we're not going to like him when juxtaposed to what we know and love.
Yeah, but he was kind of right, and they have said like one day one of you guys are gonna make a mistake.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
He's gonna stop.
Yeah. Chancellor Jellic. I don't know what species he was, but it's kind of good.
I've seen them before.
Yeah, it was kind of cool seeing a non-human.
Yeah,
I think so. I guess, and I like Basil. Now, ultimately, Basil was a little thorn on my side in the end.
Yeah.
But I actually like the species and the Jedi. Come on, go Basil, go! I think we need more Basil. That's just how I feel. That's my big takeaway with this.
Okay.
Is I would like more Basil. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for a conversation. Tell us what you think in the comments. Let's keep it civil. Check back here for all things Star Wars. And yeah, much love. We'll see you guys. The Bad Batch. We're doing the Bad Batch, and we'll do I don't know, other Star Wars shows announced. The one with Jude Law, Stranger Things in Space. Hopefully it'll be fun. Anyway, guys, we'll see you then. Much love. Right here.